Yeah, big facts. Big facts. All right. Um, man, staying with college football. Who would have who had this national championship? Maybe one side, probably most. I don't know if they had Miami.
They didn't have Indiana
It's-
either. Indiana
You
was
don't
like
think
ranked.
so?
Indiana was like ranked 20th preseason. What do you mean? If somebody had these two.
Well, I meant later on in the year, like when
Oh,
it
okay.
was
I
all,
thought you meant.
you know, what I
Yeah.
mean, kind of we know, we kind of knew what was going on. But this is the national championship coming on. I believe it's Monday, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Monday's the national championship. Indian Hoosiers are favored by a whopping 8.5. It's to open up, I think, at like 6.5, 7. Been getting betting up since they have steamrolled everybody they have faced. Um, does Miami have a shot here, or is this over? Is this over? I mean, I want it to be over because I have a future bet on Indiana. Remember, we talked about that um, a couple of weeks ago,
Hmm.
where I thought Indiana was kind of like weirdly. It was they were still behind Ohio State in odds, and I'm just like, this is like the best team in the nation. And I was just thinking to myself, like, I think it was like 3-1. I was like, at 3-1, like, this is silly. You know what I mean? Like, why wouldn't you take this team to win? Because I just didn't feel outside of Ohio State, I didn't feel anybody had anything to get in front of them. I mean, the way they beat Bama was just ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But still, in all, you know, I mean, they are the team to beat. I forget what the other teams, but there's only been so many teams that have went. I think 60 was it 16-0 they would be, or is it
Mm,
15-0?
15, I think, or it could be 16. I can look at it.
15-0 or 16-0. I think there's only a handful of teams, but I mean, Miami looked good last game.
It did.
They had a tough fight. Great play by Beck there at the end. I don't remember if that was fourth down or third down. He ran it in for a couple of touchdowns, but against
It'll be 16
Ole
up. Yeah.
Miss, who gave a great fight in that game. But this ain't Ole Miss. The whole different game. This ain't nothing like Ole Miss. So you let me know, man, how you see this game, how is it more of the same, and are we watching one of the greatest teams in college football history in the Indiana Hoosiers?
Yeah. Indiana's tough, man. They got great defense. They got a great offense. They're like a machine. Miami's at home. They got a championship game at home. You can't ask for anything better than that to be at home at
That
Hard
is
Rock.
true. That is
It's going to
true.
be a massive amount of Miami fans. There's always been a lot of fouling with Miami, especially with the history for Miami and all those players coming back. There's going to be a lot of excitement. This is the thing about Indiana is that this is, although it's new to them, but I feel like they've been here. Like they play like they've been here before. The way they operate business, the way Coach Signetti has these guys prepared. Um, but Miami has a really really strong defense. They'll be able to probably give Mendoza some trouble. I don't know what their game plan is. Is do they want to stop the run or get after Mendoza? But I think they will be prepared. I think the game's going to be a little closer than we think. And then you have Carson Beck, that's an experienced quarterback that's been around a long time, has played championship football for Georgia, went far. So he has a lot of experience. He looked really strong coming down the stretch of this season. So I think Miami
Hmm.
has a chance. I think the line is right where it needs to be at 7.5. Most likely, Indiana's
I
going
think
to
it's
take
eight
this
and a
game.
half.
It's 8.5 now. Okay.
I think
Most
so.
likely, Indiana's going to take this and run with it. I'm assuming, but listen, the home field advantage, championship game, experience, great defense. I think that holds something, holds some weight. So I think they have a chance for sure.
Yeah, ain't no college football team this year can beat Indiana. I mean, that's what it looked like.
No, that's yeah. They're
But
15 and
it's
0.
kind of set. It is setting up for the Cinderella, upset, right? It's in Miami. Nobody. Nobody expects Miami Hurricanes to win. The odds are pretty telling,
Yeah,
and
it's
it
the, it's a true under. It's a
it
true dog.
would it be weird to
Opportunity.
see Miami get blown out here? Like, would that be
No,
weird to see in a national
no,
championship game?
no, not the way this Indiana team is. They blew everybody out.
Damn, my
They
man
blown
said
everybody
forty
out.
eight to ten.
Yeah, they damn 48-10.
I mean, they put belts to ass to Bama. What was it,
And they
55
put belts
something
to ass to
crazy?
Oregon too. They put belts to ass to Oregon
Yeah.
too. But see the difference with Oregon, they already seen Oregon. They haven't seen this Miami defense. And if this game is going to be more closer to the way they played Ohio State first, right? When they played Ohio State defense, I think in the Big
Yeah,
Ten
but is that
championship,
Ohio State
that was
defense
close.
as good as this?
Well, Miami put up how much they put on up on Ohio State in the playoffs.
24.
So Ohio State's offense in the Big Ten.
Oh,
I'm
we
just
got
letting them
somebody from
saying.
Miami and
There you
305.
go. Ohio State and Indiana, I think will be very similar to that game. I
I
think it's
like
going to be
that.
very similar to the Big Ten championship game.
305. Let's go.
There it is.
Um, yeah,
And Miami put belt
it's
to ass on Ohio State.
did they
Indiana
really
only.
though?
What do you mean? Did they really? What
You
was that
talking about
final
Miami
score?
or you talking about Indy?
Indy won it what in the last minute field goal, right? In the Big Ten championship, wasn't that what it was? Or
Yeah, yeah,
what
yeah,
was
yeah,
it?
yeah.
Right. And then Miami beat the dog shot of Ohio State. 24-14. I think they was up on them
I
like
thought that game
17
was
nothing, right?
closer than it seemed, though.
I thought it was 17 nothing, or was it 17-7, 17-4? It was they shut them out in the first half, 14-0.
I think it was 17-7 by the end of the third quarter.
17-7 by the end of the third quarter.
And yeah,
They,
and
they,
then
they were never in that game.
They scored at the beginning of the fourth quarter, so
Mhm.
14, and then it was nothing at that point.
Here we
That
go.
was a good ass game. I remember watching that game.
And then look at Indiana when they played Ohio State.
Yeah,
13-10.
yeah.
I think they're going to be very similar.